Hello. Hello. A very good afternoon to one and all over here. Myself, 𝐬𝐮𝐽𝐻𝐫𝐞 from Black Swan Business Setup Services. So, along with me, Miss Megha.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is my Megha Arora, working as a business consultant in Blackstone Business Setup Services, which has its headquarters in Dubai and which are bases in Oman as well as Saudi Arabia. So, I would just like to explain you the purpose of this session. Basically, this is a question and answer session for Oman company setup, and through this, we'll help our viewers and our potential investors to ask us questions. And basically, we'll be answering all their queries, which will be related to Oman incorporation. And I have few set of questions with me, which I would like to ask Mr. Vittal, and he can give us the fair answers. So I would like to initiate, and I would like to question that this is the most frequent question from all the investors, which I face from my clients. That what basically is the nationality which is having the most difficulty in getting the visa? So could you please answer on behalf of all the viewers for us, Mr. Vittal?
Yes, Megha, that's a good question. Actually, even I faced this question many times.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to the nationalities, yes, in Oman there are certain restrictions for
Yes.
certain nationalities, especially sanctioned countries.
Yes.
So,
So
it's very
list,
difficult.
can you list few of the countries which are actually sanctioned and restricted?
Yes, we have certain lists for that one. For example, Iraq, Syria, Somalia, Palestine, North
Okay.
Korea, Afghanistan, Libya, Yemen, and Venezuela. There are few countries which
Okay.
comes under sanctioned list. So here, to get business partner visa or employee visa or to open the bank account is
Okay.
typical for this nationalities. Apart from that, there is no restriction for other countries.
Okay.
And
So
if
like rest of the nationalities can easily get the visa based in Oman,
yeah,
and likewise for bank account also.
yes, correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for answering this most frequent asked questions from
Yeah.
the client. And the next question would be, what are the benefits actually for Oman? Why people should come and invest in Oman?
See, when it comes to business perspective,
Yes.
it's a very tax-friendly nation, and the rules are regulations when it comes to incorporation process or the tax process. The rules and regulations are very transparent, and it's an easy for anyone to cope
Mm,
up with the rules and regulations.
mm, yes.
And another important is 100% right ownership as possible.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
means expats can hold 100% of
Mm.
shares in the company.
Yeah, yeah. I would
And
like to add. I would like to add that yeah, we all agree that Oman is a growing economy right now, in
yeah,
terms of oil and gas industry, IT, manufacturing, logistics.
yeah,
So this is like creating interest in our investors, right?
correct, correct.
So I would say it offers you business friendly environment first, and
Correct.
it has a strategic location foremost thing, which gives easy access to local markets, and it's basically an ideal hub for the traders and logistics or
Yeah.
investors.
Even franchisee business is booming a lot in Oman right nowadays.
Franchisee, please can you
Franchisee.
elaborate
When
on
it
this
comes
term
to
franchisee?
restaurants, yeah, restaurants, and there are a lot of franchises, right? Even in cosmetics and perfumes and restaurant businesses. So business have good opportunities in Oman.
Talking about franchisee, I have another question, which is also, I mean, asked a lot of times from us. That
Yeah.
what is the actually difference between a branch? I mean, can we set up a branch office in Oman, or will it be a franchisee? How it goes? Please, can you explain?
Okay. So here in Oman,
Yeah.
subsidiary company. See, when it comes to branch office, we have to exactly replicate the activities of the parent company. That is the
Mhm.
concept of the branch office, right?
Mhm.
So when it comes to branch office, right now we don't have in Oman we don't have option to open the branch office. but we can open a subsidiary company.
Yeah.
Subsidiary company is nothing but the parent company will be holding 100% of the share
Mm-hmm.
and activities based on Oman rules and regulations.
Okay. Okay.
That's it's very
So,
simple. But for example, why it is not there? For example, there are certain activities which are not allowed in Oman for expats to hold 100% of the share. For example, saloons.
hmm.
For other, you
Yeah,
can
there are
there are,
certain restricted areas where you
yeah,
cannot open a
we
company with
can
100%
that
ownership.
we can open the branch office, right? So this
Yes,
is the
yes.
concept that we have to
Hmm.
consider while choosing business over here.
Okay. So I would like to explain the process first because if a person does not know about how the process goes in Oman,
Yeah,
so it will be difficult for them and they will not opt for Oman among the GCC countries. So
yeah,
I would say the process of incorporation in Oman is quite easy as compared to other
yeah,
countries
that's
based.
true.
It's quite economical also. So the process of incorporation first requires the CR. It is called the commercial registration, and here it is valid for 3 years. So this is quite an advantage for the investors because they will get the company registered for entirely 3 years, not just
Yes,
one
yeah,
year.
yeah,
So the
that's true. Majority of the companies,
yes,
I mean, nations are providing the license for 1 year or something
one
like
year.
that. But
Yes.
in Oman, it's a little bit different. In
So this
Oman,
is an
we are
added
for
advantage for Oman.
yeah,
And so the process is like first we start with the KYC, know your customer. So once this is done, this is actually should be fulfilled by the shareholder of the company. There is a KYC link from where they have to enter their passport details and take their selfie, and through this they will be registered in the Oman Ministry portal as the registered shareholder of the company. So once this step is done, then we will proceed and will take the trade names of the company as per their preferences, and we'll take the passport copies also. And with this, the process of incorporation will initiate. So first, the CR of the company will come, and then there will be a chamber certificate. So people ask, what is chamber certificate? It is basically chamber certificate is like therein your grade of the company will be mentioned, what grade your company is holding. There are actually 5 grades for the company. It starts from grade 4, 3, 2, 1, and then excellent. And
yeah,
this grade will determine, yeah, how much tax you are eligible to pay, how many employees you can take in the company. So we have slabs regarding that. Once this is done, then we'll proceed for the tax certificate. And then there is a municipality license. Municipality license is basically the trade license where your activity will be mentioned. And this will be valid for only 1 year. Every year there is a renewal for this municipality license. And once this is done, then there is a visa processing for the partners.
yeah.
So based on the municipality license, is there any other license which is required for the visa processing, Mr. Vittal?
Yes, of course. Right now, new rule came over here.
Yes.
So previously, we don't need clearance for shareholders, but right now, we need clearance for
Yeah.
shareholders as well. So there are certain rules and regulations to get shareholder clearance as well. We have to submit few documents related.
Yes, I would like to highlight those documents.
Apart from that
Yes,
license,
this is another license which is actually
actually need that.
required for the visa processing.
Yeah,
So this license actually require the shareholder. There are 3 factors from where we can get this investment license.
correct.
First, there should be a CR on that name from that shareholder in any of the country.
Country, correct.
Second option, he or she should be having an experience related to that activity which he has already registered in Oman. And that experience should be of at least 5 years. And the third point, if he has the Oman experience, then that experience will be also valid. So if any one of these things are there, then it has to be attested from that home country.
Yeah,
And if the country is apostile, only apostile attestation will work.
personal is needed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So apart from that, no other license are required. So whatever you said, like CR, OCCA certificate, tax, and other things, these are the general documents that we
These
need
are
to
the
incorporate. And apart from that, this is the only add-on
yes, yes.
license that we need right now to start this, complete the process, not to start, to complete the process.
Yes. Yeah, one more question which we are facing right now is about the office facilitation. Is it important to have the office in Oman to
Okay.
have the
Oh,
CR? Yes.
good question. Yes, rent office mainly that is into the rent agreement. Rent agreement is mandatory to get municipality license.
Hmm.
See, in Oman, there are two options right now in front of us to incorporate the company. First is
Yes.
free zone. Second
Yes.
one is mainland. I'm not categorized on the priority. We have two options.
Could you just please explain the difference between both of them if anyone of us does not know what
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it goes?
So let me complete this rent agreement part, and then we'll move to the free zone.
Then
And
we will come to the
so
structure.
first of all, as I said, we have two options in front of us, especially in mainland, especially in Oman. One is mainland as well as in free zone. In both cases, rent agreement is mandatory to get
Yes.
the license.
Okay.
Okay. So now come to your another question. It's related to the mainland and free zone, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
See, free zone companies are tax-free companies.
Mm-hmm.
We are incorporating a company, a tax-free company in tax-free zone. But in mainland, we have taxes.
Yeah.
We have in mainland, we have corporate tax as well
Hmm.
as value added tax.
Yes.
When
And
it
there
comes
are
to corporate tax,
there are two tax slabs available, right?
we have two slab systems. One is 3%, another one is
Three.
15%.
Yes.
So that means, I repeat, in Oman, we have corporate tax. It comes under into two slab systems. One is 3% and second one is 15%.
Yes.
If the
So,
company revenue is less than
hmm.
150,000 Omani Riyal, then it comes under 3% slab
Yeah.
system. That means 3% on net profit.
Yes.
Okay. If the company revenue is more than 150,000 Omani Riyal, I
Yes.
mean per year, okay, per year, then it comes under 15% on net profit. And
Okay.
another tax is VAT, value added tax, which is 5%.
Yes. 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 Correct. Correct.
So these are the tax systems in mainland.
Yeah.
When it
Correct.
comes to this one, free zone, yes, it's a tax free zone, but we have to get tax exemption certificate from a chartered accountant. That
Okay.
process we
And
have to follow.
when is
Then
this tax exemption certificate should be made right after incorporation is done?
yes, yes,
Okay.
immediately after the incorporation is done, we have to apply for the exemption certificate with the help of a chartered accountant. We have to acquire and we have to integrate with our company.
Yes.
Then the company is tax free company.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
one more question is there. Is the physical presence required from the shareholders in this entire process?
See, to incorporate the company, it's not needed. But to get Oman ID and to open the bank account, all the shareholders must be present in Oman.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Just to
But there
sign.
is a case that we have to consider that we discussed about the subsidiary company, right? In that the subsidiary company, one parent company will be holding 100% of the share. So
Yes,
this
correct.
parent company will be board of directors or a group of
Yes.
members, of, like a family is owned by some trust or something like that. In that scenario, they can issue a board resolution, and in
Yes.
that board resolution, they can mention one person's name,
Authorized signatory.
authorized signatory. That's the
Yes.
word, authorized signatory. Then he can perform all those activities on behalf of their company.
And yes, I would like to add on to this that we would recommend this person who is assigned as authorized signatory to get the Oman ID. And then the process will be simpler in terms of getting the bank account for the company.
Yeah,
Right?
even yeah, we suggest all our clients
Yes.
to get an
Yes.
ID, which
Yes.
will make the banking process easier.
Yeah. So, I mean, without Oman ID, can the bank accounts be opened?
Yeah, it can be open, but to activate online banking
Oman
nowadays,
ID.
yeah, man, is needed. So that is the point
Okay.
that we have to. There is a message that we have to communicate with them right now. Nowadays, right, without
Yes.
online banking, it is difficult to transfer the funds. We are like 90 to 95% of the transactions are happening through online banking. So if the online banking is not activated, there is no point of.
How many days does it take to get the Oman online banking for your company
Once
to
the
get?
application It depends bank to bank.
Okay.
Some banks activate their online facilities within 8 working days.
Okay.
Some banks, they are taking around 1 month of time. It all depends on bank
Okay.
to bank.
But yeah, we are providing full assistance to our clients
Yes, yes,
regarding
100%.
the bank account facilitation.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we help our clients to open the corporate bank account along with multi-currency account, so that
Yeah.
for them it is easier to transfer fund from one country to another.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So thank you for that. And I will come back to the taxation policies now in Oman. So as you explained previously that yeah, there is two tax slabs available for corporate tax, mainly for mainland
Yeah.
incorporation. Is there income tax also in Oman?
See, as of now, no income tax, but from January onwards, government is planning to impose income tax
So
80.
once we get the confirmation
Creamy
from
layer of the people, yeah, to creamy layer of the people. That means who is owning around 2,500 Omani real or more, something like that one. But still,
okay,
rules and regulations, we are expecting the rule. I mean, the more details by end of this month.
okay,
Yeah. So right now, as of now, no. But from January 1 onwards, the
okay,
government is planning to impose this rule.
okay. So this is the main purpose between mainland and free zone. Mainland has taxes, whereas free zone is 0% corporate tax.
Yeah.
There you have to register yourself in the tax exemption certificate
Mm.
up to 5 years, right? It has a time validity.
It depends. It
Yeah.
5 years options are there, 10-year options are there. It depends on how we are submitting the documents, and it depends case to case.
Okay, case to case.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So another question I would like to ask is that the investors who are there as a shareholder of the company, can they purchase the property also in Oman?
Yes, they can purchase the property in certain areas. Government allotted certain areas for the expats to own the residential buildings and other things. Yes, they can do, but in
Okay.
certain
Okay.
areas.
Okay. So yeah, related to this question, related to this answer which you have given, can we operate from our residential property and work on that company commercially?
When it comes to operations, it's very difficult. See, concept is very simple. If we want to get municipality license, we have to submit the rent agreement,
True.
and the rent agreement should be
Yes.
from commercial property, not from the residential property.
Yes.
Okay, this is the concept.
So
So
if the building is there in the commercial area, if that is in the commercial building, then we can, right?
yeah, if it's in the commercial building, yes, we can.
Yes. Yeah. Because this was also the
Yeah.
frequently asked questions from us from all our clients.
Yes, yeah. Especially startup people will be come up with these type of questions because they
Yeah.
don't have much fund to,
Yeah. To
uh,
save cost.
yeah, to save cost and all. So usually, so the concept is very simple. If the property belongs to a commercial category, then they can acquire, they can use this property for their business
Yes,
purpose.
correct. And once they get their physical office or somewhere else, then again that
Yeah,
rent agreement will be changed, and then
yeah, yeah,
another municipality, that updated municipality license will be done.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
That's
yes.
true.
Okay. So, do you have any question from your clients which you face frequently? You can ask, and you can give us our.
Yes, usually people will be asking about the female visas. You know, right? There is a
Yeah.
general
Yeah.
thing that always my clients will ask. Is
Female
it possible
female
to get
visa.
employee visa? I
Yeah,
mean,
female
female
visa
employee
is
visa.
not that difficult. I would say it is difficult to get. There are certain criteria, factors. If we fulfill those things, then we can definitely have the female visa. So, could you please highlight on those the points which are required to get?
See, first of all, to get female visa, it's not difficulty. We have to follow the process. That is the
Okay.
thing. There is
Okay.
nothing like difficulty or impossible thing. This
Mm.
is possible. Female visas are possible.
Yes.
But there are few documents that we have to submit to get the
Yeah.
clear for the female visa.
Yes.
First of all, we have to submit all the company documents that everyone knows. That. Apart from that, they will check for Omanization ratio, whether we
Okay.
fulfill that Omanization. That's the point we have to discuss after this thing. What is Omanization percentage? the company should fulfill the Omanization ratio.
Mm-hmm.
And second one, they have to submit the work agreement between the vendor and the company. That means the
Okay.
work contract between
Okay.
the two companies. And the female candidate should hold a proper degree.
In that activity specifically,
Yeah, in
yes.
that activity is specified. They should have a proper degree in that particular domain,
Hmm.
and
Correct.
the certificate should be attested.
Attested. Yes. Once we have all these
All these documents we
with
have to
us, then
submit.
it is definitely possible to get the female visa. There's no difficulty.
There is
Uh,
no difficulty in that one.
because in
But
Oman, yeah,
many people think that it is very
yes,
difficult to get this one. No, it's not like that one. They have set of rules. As I said, Oman is 100% transparent.
yes,
If
transparent.
we
Yeah,
follow the rules and regulations, we
you
will
will get
achieve
it.
our
You will
same thing,
get
same scenario in this
yeah.
case as well.
So yeah, regarding the female visa, we are cleared on this part, and now I'll come back to that family visa part. How to get the family visa? If we have spouse, children, can we sponsor them on our
Good.
visa if we are the partners in the company?
See, in Oman, there is no such hardcore, very strict rules and regulations. Business partners or the shareholders,
Hmm.
those have, if they have their Oman ID, they can
Once they
sponsor
have
their own.
once they have their visa with them,
With the
so
visa and Oman ID with them, they can sponsor their wife, kids, parents, and all. So
okay,
again, we have to follow some rules and regulations. For example, to get spouse visa, we have
hmm,
to submit the marriage certificate.
yes,
I mean,
correct.
attested marriage certificate. For children,
Birth
birth
certificate,
certificate.
birth certificate, yes,
So
yes,
these are the documents that we have to submit to get
yes.
their visas.
Yeah,
That is
and the passport copies and the birth or marriage certificate, whosoever we are. Yes,
normal documents, passport copy, passport size photo. So
yes, yes.
normal documents that we have to submit to get that visa. Apart from
Correct.
that, we missed out one thing. What is the Omanization ratio? Something like that. I
Yeah, I
used the
was just coming for
Omanization
that on that
ratio.
question once the visa part is done. So, I mean, when we were discussing about the female visa, so the most important thing is to fulfill the Omanization criteria also in the company,
Yeah, correct, correct,
right?
correct.
So please highlight that point also to our viewers, so they will have the better understanding out of it.
Yeah, that's great question. See, in Oman right now, Omanization ratio, we have to, the Omanization, we have to, every company have to follow.
Talk about the ratio. It is almost like 3:1.
33%. 33% Omanization is there. We have to follow that rule.
So if
And
three expats are there, one Omani local has
fourth
to be there.
employee, fourth employee, we have to
Employee.
hire an Omani. And
Yes.
on top of this, I would like to add one more point. These our Omani people are well mannered and well educated people. So hiring an Omani in our team, in everyone's team, in every expat company's team, is add value to them.
It adds value. True.
Add
Right,
value.
right.
So just even every company is in Oman, it's following this rule,
Mm-hmm.
because this Oman, if one company follow this or fulfill this Omanization, it's easy for them to get new clearance, visa clearance,
Okay.
and for renewals.
Okay, so what I can see is we have a question from Mr. Anand. Do we need to show accommodation or certain proof of income for sponsoring family members?
As of now, no.
No.
Previously, it was there.
Hmm.
Previously, it was there.
The
Now
only
it will
documents required is to either if you are going for children, only birth certificate that has to
birth
be
certificate,
attested. And if it is
attested marriage
spouse,
certificate,
then
and
marriage.
work permit. Yeah,
Yeah, moreover your passport copies.
yeah,
That's it.
that's correct. As of now, no. Previously, it was there. I
Yeah,
know.
previously it was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so coming back to the Omani employee we were discussing, the Omanization. So, is there a need to hire Omani employee in your company? This is the latest rule which has been issued from the ministry
Yeah.
recently.
See,
Recent, yeah.
this is a new rule as well that everyone should know about
Yes.
this rule as well. Within 1 year,
Yeah.
that means
Year of establishment.
year of establishment of the company. That means year of establishment means the date mentioned in commercial registration.
Correct.
From that date, within 12 months, we have
Within.
to hire an
Yes.
Oman.
For example, your incorporation is done in December this year. So,
Yeah.
before the end of next December,
Yes.
2025, you
Yeah.
should be showing one Omani employee in
One
your company.
Oman in our employee
Is this
list.
is this mandatory now?
It's mandatory now. 100%. Otherwise, they are
Otherwise, yeah, what will happen?
here.
Yeah.
So this is the point. This is a new rule in Oman.
So what if we not fulfill this new
Then the
rule?
CR will get suspended.
CR will get suspended. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the important. I mean, we as Black Swan give reminders to our clients
Clients, sure, sure.
prior
So
to
even we are
invoice.
reminding our clients.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we used to remind by email as well as by call
Yes.
after 6 months, because
Yeah.
we have to give ample amount of time for our
Yes.
clients to prepare to hire
Yes.
employer nominees, right? So
Yes.
we are giving reminders and we are informing prior to onboarding as well. These are the rules and regulations of the Omanization. These are the rules and regulations for the taxes. And we have to
Yes.
file the VAT tax on quarterly basis. We
How
have to
much?
file
Yes. This is the good thing. How much is the VAT in Oman?
5%
Is it fixed?
fixed.
Fixed VAT. Okay.
Fixed. And VAT filing we have to do on quarterly basis, corporate
Yes.
filing on annual basis,
Annual basis.
and we have to follow it.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for answering all these questions. And one more important thing is, and the crucial thing which investors are keep on asking, that what about the medical process? For example, we have open the company, everything documents are ready with us. What about now the medical process when it is needed from your country and in Oman?
See, when it comes to medical process, yes, medical process we
It
have to
is
do. All the holders
medical medical
must
examination.
undergo, yeah, must undergo medical process
Yes.
uh, to incorporate a company in mainland.
Yeah.
I'm focusing the word in mainland. Okay, so in free zone that is a different process.
See, for free zone, let us make clear that in free zone, no medical examination requirement is there.
It's needed. Correct.
It's not needed.
It's
Yes,
not a
but for mainland, there
yes.
are certain requirements. If and that is like medical examination should be done from a GAMCA approved hospital in
Yeah.
your country. If the country is having a GAMCA approved hospitals, then you should be having a medical done in that country
Yeah.
and provide us that scanned copy. It is called a pre-medical.
Pre-arrival medical.
Once your visa process starts, there are
Correct.
two basically medicals. One is pre and one is post. Post is to
Correct.
be done in Oman. Pre is to
In
be
our
done in your home country.
home country.
So my question is, if I don't have GAMCA in my home country, then how?
Uh, so, for example, Iran country, they don't have Gamka in their home country.
Yes, yes.
So, what we suggest is that fly to Oman in visit visa,
Okay,
do
so can we?
medical.
We can,
Otherwise,
right?
this is one option. Otherwise, there are certain countries
Mm-hmm.
which no need to do pre-arrival visa. So, once
Okay.
the company incorporation is done,
Hmm.
directly we will apply for e-visa, business partner visa. Then we will
If
send business partner visa to the client. They
Mhm.
will arrive in Oman in business partner visa. Next day,
Yes.
we will send for post arrival visa. So there is no
Post.
pre arrival
Yes.
visa medical process for certain countries. It's all case to case and country to country basis. So our
Yeah.
consultants are very much familiar with medical process on
Mm.
country to country basis. So we will guide them accordingly.
Yeah, and I would like to highlight this new rule which has come lately from recently actually from the ministries and the hospitals, that now the report which was used to come
Yeah,
in 24 hours, it will take 5 days for the
yeah,
reports.
yeah,
So once the medical is done, and on a fifth day, we will be receiving the reports.
yeah.
Once the report is with us, then that investor is eligible to go for Oman ID from Royal Oman Police.
Yes. So see, Mega, why this rule came is very simple. Right now, the ministry, health ministry,
Yes.
reported a lot of contagious diseases in Oman.
Yes, yes,
So they decided to do more examinations on the blood and other processes, so that they will make sure that this shareholder
yeah,
don't have diseases and all.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So that is
And
why they came
they
with
will
this.
be testing the reports by themselves, right? The hospitals now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this is one more reason why it's taking too long.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Correct. Okay. So yeah, now the incorporation process is completed, and we know how to form the company in Oman. What are the structures the company hold in Oman. This is SPC and LLC. SPC is sole proprietor company, whereas LLC is limited liability company. If you're having a sole owner company, it will be termed as SPC. If there are multiple partners or even like more than one partner, it will be LLC. So this is the basic structure of the company in Oman. And regarding the tax slabs, also we have discussed for mainland, whereas in free zone there is no corporate tax, right?
Yeah.
And and visa processes also we have discussed in detail. And now I would like to come on the liquidation part. For example, I now want my company to be liquidated. So how the process will go regarding that? Will I be able to do, and after how many years am I eligible to liquidate my company? What are the factors related to it?
Obviously, like liquidation is possible over here in Oman.
Okay.
Liquidation, we have to follow some certain rules and regulations while
Mhm.
doing this process. We have to submit all our company documents and we have to clear all our dues. For
Okay,
example, if,
so that person has to be there in Oman
yeah,
physically.
to liquidate the company, all shareholders must be present in Oman.
Can it
To
not be done virtually? If
No, 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 it's not
no?
possible. It's similar to like share transfer.
Okay.
In both share transfer as well as in liquidation process, all shareholders must be present in Oman.
Okay, okay, okay.
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 And
Okay.
when it comes to liquidations, before liquidation papers were going on, we have to make sure that all our dues are cleared. For example, if we are not filing the VAT for last 1 year or 2 year or 3 months or something,
The
we
first
have
we
to,
need to clear that.
even though it is a zero filing, something we have to file and get that certificates and everything. So we have to
Okay.
clear all our dues. Then only we can start the process of liquidation.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
So
liquidation is possible, and it will take around 10 working days to complete the process.
10 working days. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Please share if you have any certain set of questions from your clients which face almost
Obviously,
on a
we
daily
feel
basis.
okay. I would like to give you, okay, it's your turn right now. I would like to ask you one question about the share capital.
Sure.
So, what do you mean? What is the share capital that one investor should invest over here to start the company?
See, share capital starts from 10,000 Omani riyals in Oman. So that will determine the grade of the company basically. So if the company is having set of, say 10,000 from 24,000, it will come under grade 4. The company will be termed as grade 4 company in Oman. And the share capital, the investor shareholder does not need to deposit in any of the bank account. It is just for the documentation purpose to determine whether which grade of your company is holding. So
So,
it goes
no need to show it is in share
no,
capital, nothing like that one,
no,
right?
no, for sure.
Yeah, that's the good thing that
Yes.
I always communicate with my.
Because people think like, yeah, it's
Yes,
mentioned in
people
the
are
paper.
clear about the share capital.
Yes. Then they have to sign that paper and it's mentioned that 10,000 share capital is there. Whether we need to deposit it in any of the bank account, no.
Yeah,
That will just determine the grade of your company and that is solely for the documentation purpose.
sure, sure. One more thing. Can you please give an overview of validity of the registrations and the certificates in mainland as well as in free zones?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So first I would like to answer about mainland.
yeah,
Mainland, the commercial registration is valid for 3 years, whereas in free zone it is valid for 5 years with full 100% ownership of expats. And the municipality license in mainland is valid for just 1 year. Every year it will be renewed, whereas in free zone it is valid for 3 years. And regarding the tax and chamber certificate, tax is valid for 2 years, like visa is valid for 2 years. And visa will be remain for 2 years only if it is a case of free zone incorporation also.
great.
So for renewals, our team is always sending the reminder to all our clients that your visa is about to expire or your municipality license is about to expire. So kindly renew it before its expiration date. So we
Great.
really make sure that they do not exceed their expiry date. So we give them reminders.
Okay. So apart from that, when it comes to free zone,
Yeah.
is there any option to form a service company or software company in free zone?
Yes, currently, see, we are having several free zones in Oman. So one of them is Salala Free Zone, which is offering service provider license, and with that, I mean, we have general trading license, manufacturing license, logistic license in Sohar Free Zones and all the other free zones as well. But right now, Salala Free Zone is the one who is giving service providing license.
So in this service provider license, we can operate software company trading any
Yes,
IT company, right?
yes,
So this is
100%.
the one of the recent question I got it from one of my client. I
Oh,
think
really?
yesterday late night or something like that. I got this query. So
Okay,
now I
so
got a chance to ask you
he
directly on
wants
this.
to go for IT services.
Yeah, he's into software company.
See, the main purpose of forming a service industry is that the ministry or the people of the government of Oman will push you to get this for mainland and to cater the people inside Oman basically.
Okay.
But for free zones, many less people are going for service providing license. Basically, they are
Yeah.
going for general trading concept because that is available. The license is available there.
Yeah.
So you can do trade within free zones and outside world. Whereas the main thing about incorporating in free zone is you cannot cater mainland if you have a license in free zone.
Yeah. Okay.
This is also the main point which should be there if you are incorporating in free zone. Then you will not be allowed to trade within Oman.
Great. Great. So I think I am done for them. But right now I have one more question apart from this business incorporation. How was life in Oman?
Life in Oman is very good since we all know that it's a peaceful country, and Oman is actually known for its political stability, safety, and moreover peaceful environment. I would say, so
Okay.
this makes living also very good, sustainable, and even good for companies also to come and invest for investors. So I would say it's a perfect place to for business to expand their businesses also and to incorporate a new company also.
Okay, that's great. So
Okay. So from my part, all the most frequent questions have been asked from Mr. Vittal, and I hope you have. If you have any other questions, please feel
yeah,
free to
please
ask.
contact us, Black Swan. We have our
Yes, please
dedicated
feel free to contact
consultants.
us
Uh,
on the website given below, and you can place your queries. You can ask n number of questions, anything. If you are not if anything is left for us to answer in this session. Yeah, so now we are having a question from Mr. Anand once again. If the company register is expired or dormant from few years with no business activity in practice, do we need to pay for pending CR or other fees in order to liquidate? How long it takes to liquidate a company? Good
uh,
question, I would say.
good,
Yeah.
good question. Good
Yeah,
question.
in the part of liquidation, Mr. Vittal has answered that how long will it take to liquidate a company?
It will take around 10 working days to
Yeah,
liquidate the
but if the
company.
company is it possible if the company is not holding any business activity and is expired, can we take over? And was the fees associated with this?
No, no, no. See, we have to renew it first.
Yeah, we
If
have
the
to renew
company
it.
is dormant or
Yeah.
no business is activity, and we can't move directly to liquidate, we
Okay.
have to clear all our dues like VAT registration. If there is no, we have to do all this process. Then we have to
Yes.
complete all this dues. Then we have to step to liquidation. Eh, Understood, right? If the company
Yes.
is dormant and suddenly the shareholder decided to
Hmm.
liquidate, that is not possible.
Okay.
Yes. In the process of liquidation, we have to clear all the dues.
All the dues. So first we have to clear all the dues and then move
Yeah.
ahead with the documentation process once it's online, and
Yeah.
then
Once
we
it's
can
live,
for
all the
liquidation.
CR municipal license is live, then we can move
So
to
we have to pay whatever fees it takes for the
correct,
renewal, for
correct, correct.
expiration, everything. Okay.
That means we have to go for the renewal process, then we have
Yes.
to move for liquidation process.
Sure. Thank you. So I think we are done with the questionnaires, and if there is something from investors point of view, from company, see, we as Black Swan are providing various services. It's not just we are helping in company formation, we are doing PRO services, we are helping in bookkeeping, accounting services, we are even doing trademark registrations, and there are many services. Mr. Vittar, please add on to all the services uh, which we are
Yeah, we
doing
are
as.
doing logo and trademark registrations. We are helping. It's see, once the client is with us, they are into
Yes,
our family.
yes.
We don't
We can
treat
take
like
care of
only
everything related to
as a blacksmith
company.
family.
Yes, yes.
So we will
Okay.
support
Sure.
them.
Yeah,
So
we will
like
be the.
with the renewals, we have a dedicated operations team who is taking care of this renewals. So
Yes.
they will send reminder emails,
Yeah.
and we can do that one. And again, Blackswan is a very active member in BNI as
Correct.
well. So BNI
Yes.
is a network where all business people will be there. So if
Sure.
any point of the time, if BNI like Blackswan find difficulty in finding like finding a solution for that one, we have
Sure.
a team of BNI
Thank you
members
for,
who will
yeah,
back
thank you
up.
for looking into that. That we are
Yeah.
there in BNIs also, and
Yes.
on various platforms, which helps our
That's it.
clients. You can reach up to us and you can ask and follow us on Instagram. We are there in YouTube also. We are there on LinkedIn also. So please follow us and write us for more additional queries if you have. And I hope this session was informative for all of us and for even the viewers who are trying to incorporate. And and it was a lovely session, Mr. Vittal. Thank you for answering all the questions. And do write us for more queries and do follow us. Thank you.